All right, now listen to this. The key here is this. According to what I know experiment-wise, and according to this book, Kundalini, the Energy of Depths. Kundalini, the Energy of Depths, by Lillian Silburn. According to this book, which is, I'm just giving you the documentary. According to this book, and according to my own research, we're dealing with the Kundalini energy for the last 10 years. When the Kundalini rises, it is paramount that the blood rises also. The Kundalini energy affects the entire body and the central nervous system. And when the Kundalini rises, your blood automatically becomes high for whatever that is about. So what we're saying here that high blood pressure is an attribute in the realms of metaphysics and in the realms of the Kundalini, which is the rising of the Christ energy. The serpent, and to put an end to all this bullshit about Satan. Satan is the Kundalini. Now y'all motherfuckers can challenge me. I want you to challenge me on this shit. Because you all will go and get with fairy tales and believe the fairy tale, but won't believe the scientific analysis.
That's right.
Now y'all feel free, because we know we got some Bible toters, and we got all kind of Rastafarians, and all kind of other isms and shit, which is still a Judeo-Christian paradigm. You know what I'm saying? Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. They ain't nothing but goddamn cousins of the same thing. Anybody ever figure this shit out that the Old Testament is at the front of all the books? You start off with Adam and Eve. You know what I'm saying? So now come on, challenge me now. Don't talk behind my back. If you believe in your shit so well, then give me a challenge. You see what I'm saying? Now, I say that because we have to honor the rest of the African people or the indigenous people by understanding that your religion is not exclusive to God. That these are fables and mythology and spiritual principles that every black person in the ancient world had before the Roman government historicalized it. And a few thug niggas, Hebrews, they are cousins, thug niggas breaking away from the main society, go and historicalize sublime mythology. That's a thug. That's a thug that goes and knows that the mythology, which is Mutu divine saying, is a principle around the globe of African people, and they break away and take the mythology and historicalize it and say that that's an exclusive history and everybody else's shit is wrong. That's a thug nigga. Is what that is. That's an ancient thug nigga. The Hebrew is what that shit is. To exclusively section out the sublime mythology that was a form of the black Sumerians, the black Ethiopians, which is all the same people, the West Africans, the South Africans, the brothers in India, and then make this shit exclusively and historicalize these people where Abraham, which is called Brahma in goddamn India. Take Brahma, these scramble of goddamn words, and Brahma is Abraham in India, and look at Amun-Ra, Abraxas, and all of these things, and these scramble of words, and understand that these are the same God principle of all African people. Abraham becomes the father of a goddamn race. And this thug bullshit, and you thinking this shit is history. You see what I'm saying? Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, which is nothing but forms of Amun-Ra, Osiris, Horus, Tahuti. You see? So this is thuggery. Now, according to the ancient laws of mythology, the serpent in the Garden of Eden is nothing but the Kundalini energy. The Satan is the Kundalini energy, hell's fire. Now, based on Kundalini energy, which is in all of us, first of all, the Kundalini energy is a feminine principle. That's the first thing. This table sturdy, I don't want to break my ass. I should get the shaking. A couple of screws and got loose. The Kundalini energy is a feminine energy. Now, he's going to drop on this for you. Because this is what's given up in the University of Chicago, and whether some Europeans did some work in 1994 where they went into and they took the tissues of a regular male, and they found out that the tissues on the inside of a regular male is made out of the same shit that is in the vaginal walls of the female. Now, we all know that we talked about this for years, that the clitoris turns into a penis at the last stage of the fetus or whatever, last stage or whatever. Now, what I'm trying to tell you, and this is very crucial that you understand this, that the Kundalini energy inside of both of us, male and female, is considered a feminine energy. Now, according to Sanskrit, according to the Egyptian Gnostics, and according to the heart of Pharaonic belief and the heart of Cushite belief, is that this is an illusion. This doesn't exist. The physical does not exist. A series of events that never existed. The Matrix, for the people that's on the Hollywood thing. So if this doesn't exist, and the only thing that exists is the spirit inside of you, and the spirit inside of you is the Kundalini energy, that means there's no such thing as male. It's a feminine energy. Now this is now you gotta. Now I know some of you brothers got the fucking ego. You want to claim dominance. Well, the goddamn book tells you that obviously something was wrong with your dominance here and shit. You got the sister running shit. You see. Now, I know, because you all stuck in your little bullshit groups. Patriarchal, male chauvinist, murder cults.
Dr. Clark.
Your little bullshit groups. You know, the other day, one of the sisters said, I'm going to get my hair twisted. And she said, I'm going to take my little son over there going, oh, I'm a Muslim. I can't touch your son's head. Based on some old Muslim bullshit. She can't touch the male head. So this insanity here, I know that some of you all want to stay into this insanity, but you're in the millennium now, and nobody gives a fuck about your little belief system, because none of that shit exists. Now, you want to learn something? You need to goddamn drop all the bullshit.
That's right.
Or this male and this gender shit. Now, according to the Sanskrit text, which we know, you see in KEMMITT, you see that Uranus serpent all on the head. We talk about the Kundalini energy. The Kundalini energy is a feminine energy. And if you go beyond the physical aspect, that means that we are all female. Now, it gives up two mysteries. Number one, this means that the female is an advanced entity, that she can be a female, but she can also be a female male. Two different roles. Now, listen. I say this because I want to show you how power is ruled and how you're going to take the reins of a people that's supposed to be the next jump in the society, which you are above all the other races. The black man, by definition of the white man, is the only human on the planet that is discriminated not only by racism, but also by sexism. He's discriminated along with his black woman based on sexism, because it is the inferiority of the white man based on the sexuality of the black man that he looks on him and he discriminates against him based on sexism. You see what I'm saying? Now y'all get me on this? So, the Kundalini energy. Now Crowley, in the book of Lies, Crowley states that the AA, which is the Great Brotherhood of Sirius, he said on earth it is looked on as a brotherhood of men, but in the heavens they're all women. Now let's go further. Going back to this particular science, the Kundalini energy, according to this book, when it rises, it has to rise, and the blood pressure has to rise. So, we're telling you that high blood pressure is the way to get up out of this shit. Now, I know you think that's some crazy stuff, because you're not listening to the doctors. I want to ask you a question. Why is it when people, if you develop gray hair, and you let it take the natural course of gray hair, okay? It's going to be great till the day you die, if you don't die, the motherfucker, right? That's fair to say. If I grow a mustache, which is a symbol of me achieving not only age, but some status of maturity, I'm going to have a mustache till the day I die. I can cut it off, I can shave, but I'm going to have a mustache till the day I die. You see what I'm saying? When you get up at 12 or 10, and your little wee-wee got some little hair growing around it, you're going to have that hair till the day you die. Now, most people, when they tell you about hypertension and high blood pressure, they say when you develop this high blood pressure, you will have to take drugs for the rest of your life. You ever heard this shit before? Right? For the rest of your life. So obviously, the high blood pressure is an attribute. Now you say, no. We get stroke, we get heart attack, and we get all this thinking. No. You get stroke, and you get heart attack, like I said before, because you kill yourself based on dehydration. The number one killer in America is dehydration and sleep deprivation. And the third is exercise. Well, fuck that. I ain't gonna do no goddamn exercise. Fuck that shit now. So I have to deal with dehydration and sleep deprivation. Because that exercise shit, that's for the goddamn birds. Because I done went on a whole other level of this damn leisure shit. You see what I'm saying? I had to do a certain amount of thing when I had my girlfriend up in the house. And when she goddamn took me to the curb, I took this leisure shit to another level. I say, I now am a surrogate husband for all sisters. I now belong to you. Do as you will. Chain me to the goddamn refrigerator. As long as you're giving up the booty. As long as I got a face, you got a place to sit. Okay. Now. All right. Like the gangster said on the movie last night. He would say either get down or lay down. I'm telling my sisters get down and lay down. All right, now. That's it. I said, no, I'm a surrogate. I now belong to women. I'm a surrogate husband for all women. All the sisters. It's a nasty job, but somebody got to do it. I never make that claim to be exclusive no more. I belong to the people. You know how they say, this belongs to the people like they donate some shit? I have donated my ass to the sisters. Now, alright, the blood pressure thing is this. You stroke out because of dehydration. That's what the stroke is coming from. And sleep deprivation. They got you working all night, working all day, and you ain't drinking enough water. Now, those are the two things. You see what I'm saying? Dehydration and sleep deprivation. That's what you're stroking out based on. Now, you go in the grocery store down, they got a Kroger grocery store, which is a chain down in Atlanta. And this must be a test market for the rest of the black country. Number one, the reason why it's a test pattern for the rest of the black country because they did a survey, and this supermarket sell more food than any of these Kroger stores in the country, right in the hood. Black people buy up some food. So they say this will be good for a test market for the rest of black America. So when you go into the grocery store, on one side, you will see a whole row of sodas. And these sodas will take up the entire store from front to back. On the other row, you will see a whole row of potato chips right across the aisle. Now what do sodas do? They dehydrate you. What does potato chips do? They dehydrate you. Now the potato chip row, although it'll take up half the row, right beside the potato chips you will see peanuts. And right after peanuts you will see popcorn, microwave popcorn, and all types of popcorn. Dehydration, that's the key. Now, Dick Gregory has just done a report, just had a report sent to him. They are saying that what's fucking the high blood pressure up is, it ain't the sodium at all. We always thought it was the salt. Now they're saying that high blood pressure, because I'm going to ask you, white people eat salt too? They say this shit is number one around black people. Where do we get our fucking diet from? White folks. As a, you know what I'm saying, white folks. But this is the mystery. Dick Gregory announced in Atlanta last week, based on the new reports that's coming from the medical industry, that in high blood pressure and all shit that's going wrong with people has nothing to do with the sodium and has nothing to do, is based on the amount of lead you got in your goddamn body. Lead. Even to the point he said that they could shoot your grandfather 50 years ago and the lead will get into the DNA and go into the offspring until now you could have lead, something wrong with you based on lead, based on some shit that happened to your grandfather. You see. So now they're saying that it's not even sodium no more, it's lead. And we do know, not you conscious people, but we do know that, because we just started drinking bottled water in the 90s. Come off the dumb shit. And that was conscious people. Some niggas are still stupid enough to go to the sink. And what is the sink? Lead pipes. Now, lead pipes. So, going back, we are being dehydrated because they have to keep the blood levels down through your diet because of the Kundalini. Now, according to Sanskrit text, now this particular text, which is put out by the State University of New York, which is very interesting, because it's not even a theory of some white folks. They basically, literally translated an ancient text found in India. And in this particular text, they talk about the heart of Osiris or the heart of Shiva. And when your heart chakra opens, it is a subtle organ inside of you. You can also get this in this book, Lillian Silburn's book. You can also get it in a book called Theosophia. Theosophia by Arthur Verse Lewis. Hidden dimensions behind Christianity. This is what the papacy actually, that's the science that they go on. The Pope and them. They got a whole nother mystery system that came out of Egypt with the Virgin Mary as the divine Sophia. And they deal with that. They deal with that. And so this is their doctrines. And it's in the book, Arthur Verse Lewis' book, Theosophia. But so the heart chakra is another entity. Once it develops, automatically, based on this particular book, you have a pulsation in the heart, and your heart automatically starts to pump blood faster. Y'all following me? Your heart automatically starts, there's a scientific reason behind this, we're getting into this right now. But in here they talk about a pulsation of the heart of Shiva. And what happens here is your heart starts to pump blood faster. Now the first thing happens is, because it started happening to me in 2000. And it started happening to me in 2000. And I could run down the street and get no heartbeat. And go to bed and go to sleep. And my heart be jumping off the chain. As if I was running down the street. Now, if I'm doing activity and doing exercise around the house, haphazardly, I'm cleaning up or something, because I ain't gonna do no physical exercise now. And I can't lose this, hood over the hot rod. Can't lose this hood over the hot rod. I find that this shit works in sexual pleasures. better recognize. All right. But try to understand the scientific aspect of this. When the heart chakra, my heart chakra opened up in 2000. First thing it opened up because I fell in love. That's the first thing. This is now what happens is when you fall, there's a key. Two things on how this thing happens. Now it's in the Sufi teachings, which is the mystics of Islam. It's in the book, Henry Corbin's book, Alone with the Alone. It's also called Creative Imagination in something Ismailianism or something. Creative imagination is the first thing. But it's also, you can either get a creative imagination, but it's also entitled Alone with the Alone. Now these are Sufi teachings, but it's also in the book Love is a Fire, which is a book you got to own. Love is a Fire, as well as The Science of Love. That's a hell of a book.
What's his name?
John Baines.
Yeah,
that's a dynamite ass book. You be shit. You think you be figuring out some shit? You gotta get that book, John Baines' book, The Science of Love. They be showing you some shit up in there. It's all taken from Hermetic texts. But the other one is Love is a Fire by, what's my man's name? Love is a Fire by, God damn it, man. Love is a Fire. It'll come with me in a minute. It's a Sufi book, and it teaches now, the key here is this. The person that you might be fucking around with when you get, it's always, it don't never be the person that you directed to. I want to fall in love with you, and you can't never fall in love with them. It'll be the motherfucker that you don't want to fall in love with that you fall in love. That already let you know that this is some kind of beast, some type of entity, something beyond your control. You ever heard him say, I love this person, but I don't want to be in love with this person? You ever had that shit?
Yes.
I know you women can agree with that shit.
Yes.
I love this motherfucker, but I don't want to be in love with him. This motherfucker deranged. That's because it's an entity that is above your own individual choice. Because your own individual choice can be based on how you were indoctrinated to view things. And that can be society and socialization. So it's a catalyst that goes on. Now, I was talking to Dr. John Henry Clark's wife, his last significant other, right after 9/11, we had a conference in Detroit. And I was telling her about the book. I got his name, Lee something. It's called Love is a Fire. It's the name of the book. I was telling her about this book. And I said, you know, the love, and the brother C. Freeman was saying the same thing based on the Sutra teaching, is that person might be a catalyst for the love. But where you don't understand the love here is, the love, once the heart chakra opens, the love is on the inside of you, and it no longer has anything to do with that person. You just think it is because you've been socialized into thinking, oh, I love you, I can't live without you. Once the heart chakra opens, it is on the inside of you. Now check this shit out. It's on the inside of you, and then I found out this about this mystery. Once it opens, you can take this thing that's inside of you, and you can give it to who the fuck you want to. So the first thing when I meet a motherfucker, it might be that same night I go, I love you. And the baby say, God damn it, I can feel that shit. What you doing? You just met me. How can this be true? She said, I can feel it. I said, I love you. And so she said, well, how can this be true? She said, I'm feeling it. She said, I'm feeling it. And I said, but the key here is, now this all has to do with the blood pressure shit. We're going deeper into these mysteries. So the key here is, she said, well, how can you do that? She said, how can you tell me you love me? I said, I love you. Now, I could just tell her for this one night, and it should be real. Because she said, goddamn, last week you told me you love me, and I can feel it. She said, I can feel it. She said, you ain't saying it this week. How can you love me last week? Well, the first thing I did was I've gone to that particular level whereas you ain't gonna, I wouldn't say you hear a goddamn man say he love you. That's some hard. He has to be deep into the shit. You know, whipped before you get that out of him. Not the first damn night. I said, baby, I'm telling you right now, my love, cut to the chase and avoid the rush. I love you. She said, I'm feeling the shit on you on the phone. I said, yeah, dude, I love you. Now, I'm not playing a pimp game with you. I'm dealing with Sufi teachings. This is the teachings. So what happened was in the mystery system, we had a vast libraries, but certain things went to certain people. So some of the mysteries of love, the Sufis cultivated that. Some of the martial arts was cultivated in the black land and moved on up into Asia. Everything that you got around the world that you see that these people are masters of was cultivated. It was originally formed in the African mystery schools. Both West Africa and East Africa. That's the difference now. Because we have a whole tradition of Ifa, which was an advanced mystery school before it been relegated down to a religion.
Click forward.